finally I'm relieved. After last night, I can say that. And last night, I'm saying because last night was the third week of the film's release. Third week, matlab first Friday ko it came out on Friday. Friday, the court case happened. At 4:30, we got the ruling. 5:30, the film was on the platform. And I was like, Arey, but we've not done any publicity. People don't know it's on the platform. So we were calling and messaging everybody. Hey, it's on the platform. Please watch it. Please watch it. And at that point, there were embargoes on interviews, on reviews. So people who had seen the trial could not even, speak on it further. So keeping all that, the reviews had started coming out. So there was a mixed emotion of trying to get all the love that you want when you worked 5 years on a film. Then the word of mouth came out, it came positive. And then the trailer was released on Monday, after 3 days of the film coming on the platform, on Sunday or Monday. Then the songs came out. Then the hoardings went out on Wednesday. And then the interviews began. And the first week when we got to know we are globally number 2. India had gone to number 1 from Saturday. Friday it was there. Next day it was on India number 1. So we were like, chalo, number 1 pahunch gaya, but Delhi dur hai. We've got to yet go on and walk that walk. Then it consistently ran number 1 for almost 2.5, 3 weeks. So we said, okay. And my son would every time tell me, your film's a hit. And I would say, no. It's still, we need to be sure. Then the first week, he came back and said, it's globally number 2. These many countries is doing well. Dad, get a grip. It's a hit. And I said, no, let's wait for 1 more week. Let's just wait and see. Then we'll know, If it's globally a hit in the 3rd week even, then we are a hit. And yesterday when it was globally number 3, he said, are you sure now? Are you happy that it's a hit? I said, yeah, it's a hit now. Now I can accept it and tell the world it is a hit. There's no going back. So I'm very relieved. I was a nervous wreck. I cried. I mean, I'm all of over 100 kilos, but I have cried and cried and cried. And at that point, Papa and Mom came home and started staying with me. Of course, Sapna, my wife, and my children, Shlok and Sparsh, were there as my support, my families, my friends were there. But after 5 years, when your film is releasing on the 14th of June, you wanted the trailer to release, you wanted the songs to release, you're launching Aamir Khan's son, it's your responsibility at the end of the day to launch him. And you're not getting any of that, because it's a call that let the film be seen for what it is. We don't want the film to be judged for what it's not. And then one day before, you're told on the 13th in the evening at 7:30, your film's not releasing tomorrow. And I say, why? But nobody's seen the film. Basis a poster, you can stop it. He says, yeah, but people think all this is happening or could happen in the film. So I said, see it and judge it. No, see it and stop it. But why are you stopping it without seeing it? It was not in your control. When it's not in your control and you worked 5 years on a film, it just breaks your heart and it breaks your spirit. So at that time, your mental health goes for, I don't think I'm still out of it, which is why I'm not being able to accept, like my son says, accept it's a hit. I'm just not being able to come out of the fact that, oh, the film's still out and I'm still getting the calls. I think it'll take some time, because the period of that period was very, very nerve-wracking. And for someone who's very emotional, because I'm a 3rd generation from this industry, I've seen failures and success. I've seen it with my father's life, with my, with the family's life. So I know that on a Friday when your film doesn't do well, you're not going to get calls from people. You don't have the next job. As simple as that. You don't have a next job. When a Hichki released and I got those calls, and Sunday I was like, oh, this maker is a good maker, I was like, I'm the same person, I'm the same maker, nothing's changed. But when a VR Family did above average and a Hichki became a super hit, I saw what an above average film can do and what a super hit film can do. So when Maharaj released, I got calls from people I could never think of. And I've still been getting those calls. And as I speak to you right now, when my phone's buzzing and I'm silencing it. So that feeling is a very, very gratifying feeling. And after that, when you get an offer, which after people have seen Maharaj, they offer you a film which is, I feel I'm blessed to get signed that film, and I have. Then you know that, okay, something has gone right. That spirit will eventually be blessed from my grandfather, my grandmother above, who are legends, and all the people above, and they will tell me, you've got it in you, and you will work hard, and you will get that box office acclaim even which you always want. You didn't get it with Maharaj. Obviously, it's a Netflix film, but you've got global acclaim with that. The box office acclaim that you want, you're going to get in your next film. So now I'm going to work harder to get that in my next theatrical. It's a big responsibility. There's no doubt, there's no running away from that. What I had to do is launch him, which is why we launched him very carefully as Karsandas Mulji. We didn't even know he was going to say yes to the film, first of all. We had seen an audition of Lal Singh Chadda, and I knew Junaid from before. I knew he was a very sincere, honest guy. He has the talent, but this is not a conventional hero launch. It's not Kaho Na Pyare. Kaho Na Pyare for me is an ideal hero film launch. Maine Pyar Kiya, Kaho Na Pyare. Those are the films where you say, "Arey, hero aaya." Fight भी करेगा, romance भी करेगा, गाना भी गाएगा, entertain भी करेगा. This is Karsandas Mulji, where you first time see him in a मूछे धोती, little hair put down and says, भाई थोड़ी चटनी ले लूँ, चटनी क्या मांग ली तूने तो जात बता दी. That's his first line in the film. So we were like, ये जुनैद करेगा भी नहीं क्योंकि ये आमिर खान का बेटा है, at the end of the day. We narrated to him, we narrated to Amir sir, they all heard the script and they all loved the script because they are also filmmakers. They're also a family of people who understand script. So hopefully what I saw in the film, that for me this is a conventional film. Just Hichki for everybody was a non-conventional film. कि यार Hichki क्यों बन रही, क्यों बना रहे हो? पागल टीचर की कहानी है. And I was like, पागल Tourette पागलपन नहीं होता. It's just it's an issue. It's a verbal tick. But here even they were like, Karsandas Mulji की कहानी 1862 Godman. अरे बंदा आ चुकी है. अरे आश्रम आ चुका है. हाँ, but this is not Banda and Ashram, but it's in the same genre. When they heard it, they liked it and they said yes. So I'm very grateful that Junaid has actually agreed to be launched with this. And I'm very grateful Amir sir trusted me as a director to launch his son. With Amir Khan's son could be launched by any director in this country. He would make one phone call and it would be launched. Here Amir Khan didn't make any phone call. We went to Junaid. We approached Junaid. It was Junaid's decision to come on board. Amir sir only came on the first day to bless him with the family and then saw the edit, liked the edit, gave me a warm hug and said, you made a very good film. But if you see, there's no Amir Khan coming and publicizing this film. There's not him ever giving an article even after the film is released. This is Junaid's victory. This is his son's victory. And in a way, it's my son's victory. So I'm very, very proud of him. See, our film was was ready in 21. So we had an interval obviously back then. Then COVID happened, and 2 years of COVID happened. And then it's of course the producer's call and the platform's call that we want to come on OTT now. And we had 270 million subscribers and your film's going to go in so many countries. I think by then it was, for all of us, it was like, film dekhi jaye. आप YouTube पे डाल दो, आप Netflix पे डाल दो, आपको जहाँ डालना है फिल्म को दिखा दो, because we've made a film with lots of love and passion. And between YRF and Netflix, they know how to release a film. This is not our job. Our job as a filmmaker is to make a film. What clicks for me even now is his honesty. Any newcomer, Suraj Barjatia is my guru. He's somebody who I look up to and he's a father figure to me. So I still remember calling Surajji and saying, Surajji, launching a newcomer, you launch Salman and give me some tips and tell me what to do. And he says, beta, in a newcomer film, don't try any histrionics. Capture the integrity capture the earnesty and honesty of that man, because that you will only get in a first film. That you will not get in any other film. After that, you will see an actor's film, technique will come, everything else will come. Earnesty and honesty and being truthful to a film, that you will only get in your first film. So I actually just went with that, because Karsan Das Moolji was 23 years old when this happened. He was raw. He was not, I am ready to face the world. He was not a hero. He was a common man. And Junaid for me is that common man. Of course, he's a good looking boy, but he's a common man who is going to take down Junaid Khan. He's not taking down someone who is not, he's a diggaj as an actor. To just face him, and there are many confrontation scenes in the film, to stand in a frame with Jaideep Ahlawat, बहुत बड़ी बात है किसी भी actor के लिए. And Junaid, in the end, in that court scene, when he stands his own, and you come out saying, you clap for him, that is where I succeed and he succeeds and my writers succeed in delivering Junaid Khan the actor as Karsan Das Moolji. I had seen so much growth as an actor in Junaid, because अब जितना रियाज करते जाओ camera with the amount of your finesse will only come by working day after day in front of the camera. The camera is your biggest teacher, nothing else. So I think that he's a good actor, and he will get better and better and better by each film with better directors. He has to be supported with very good directors, and I think he'll be a name to be reckoned with very soon as those films and those directors help him climb that ladder.